So we have a familiar face back here on Day Today, Mr. Charles Gardner of Synergy Strength Systems. He's back along with his friend, Dr. Skylar Buckner. Good morning to you both. Happy New Year.
How you doing? Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year to everybody out there in Huntsville Valley.
That's right. I say Happy New Year. I mean, it is the 7th, but we know people are still probably going strong on those New Year resolutions. We have so many conversations about health and wellness and how that is a part, and you guys are helping people do that with a new 16-week program.
Yeah, it's something that I've been working on for a while, and it's an anagram. It's an anagram. So it stands for nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, trust the process.
Trust the process, yes.
All right,
I like that.
so all of those phases work together. And if you want to break it down, I'm going to go with it being more of an anti-New Year's resolution. Okay? In the sense that most people do resolutions and they go for maybe 2, 3, 6-week programs. So I made it as a 16-week thing. That way people can have time to lean into it, to understand each element, and it be a build-on process.
For sure.
Brought Doc in for that because part of that is we have a recovery, rehab, reset situation with it, and he's going to be integral in that part. Because a lot of the things that people don't do is go and get proper evals. They'll just come in, they'll start the program, and they may have existing injuries or previous injuries, and they need to get those things looked at. Now, I can do a 101 level, I can do some movement screening, but he can get way more in depth on it than I can. It's almost like he's got x-ray vision and I'm just looking topically.
For sure, because at the end of the day, I would say with any workout program, it's still a case-by-case situation. And so, Dr. Skylar, if you can, let's elaborate on that a little bit, knowing that you are getting the proper screening or perhaps knowing your body and being upfront and honest about your health history. Why is that so important?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just important to understand your body, especially whenever you're going into a New Year's resolution. People go into those with a lot of excitement, which is awesome. It's great that people are excited about moving and doing things. But I love that Charles is talking about slowly ramping up rather than just doing like a really fast, like 4 to 6 week push, doing something that's a lot longer and allowing people to ramp up and just kind of understand their body, understand where they're strong and where they're weak, and then just address some of those limitations, lean into some of those strengths, and then just have fun with it and push along.
And that creates a habit as well. I mean, when we look at 16 weeks, that's like a good 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So that's commitment, you know, that at the end of the day.
Committed.
Yes,
you have to be committed.
Absolutely.
Most people want that quick fix, and that's not what I'm about. I don't believe in quick fixes because it didn't take you, it wasn't quick for you to gain the weight, it wasn't quick for you to build any of those bad habits as it pertains to not getting enough water, which is an element, not getting enough sleep. Those things weren't quick to lean into,
and
they're not going to be quick to go away.
Absolutely.
So we have to be realistic, and that's why I designed the program to be that way, a realistic program.
Yes. And so we just want to even elaborate that you all have partners. So I want to confirm that this is 100% doctor approved. Yes, this is a safe program. So I mean, but that's serious too, because you get so many, you know, diet regimens, workout routines. There's a lot of stuff being sold online, again, for people to think this is a quick fix or I can do this. But when you have not only a professional trainer and then a doctor co-signing, I mean, that gives people a lot more confidence to lean into that, you know, just like you talked about. So again, this is something that we are making sure that we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's on as well. And also, this benefits certain employees in the area as well?
Right, because one of the things that's within this program is a HSA, FSA, thing where you can get, you know, your taxes written off and stuff like that with it. So you can save a lot of money with that. And I believe he accepts it as well. So everything was kind of taken care of. So people don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know if I can do that. It might be cost prohibitive. But if you have that, then we can take care of you right off stock.
All right, we're officially a week into the new year. Are there any early bird specials still going on?
That would be on my website. I gave that information
Okay.
to your staff here, and they'll be able to look and see what that early bird special is.
Sounds good
So
to
if you
me.
get in, you'll see what all that is about.
All right, no problem. And my thing is, people, don't be intimidated just because, you know, we're a full week in. It's never too late to start. You
No,
know?
you can start anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Do you have anything you want to, bring in, especially when it turns to, making sure that your rehab is good or your prehab is good? You do a lot of good things with lower body extremities and things of that nature. Tell me a little bit about that, man.
Sure. I know with some of the slides that you had sent to me, I'm not sure if they've come up yet, but you had one that was just like a list of like 6 glute exercises, and I loved all of those that were on there. The only thing that I would add to that is to be incorporating some single leg exercises, whether that be something like a single leg RDL or a Bulgarian split squat, just things that make one leg mainly do the work and the other leg can't compensate for whatever weakness is there. So sometimes, like if you're doing a squat, it's a lot harder to feel like, is one side compensating, is one side a little bit stronger and kind of leading it. But if you do a Bulgarian split squat and you've got one leg that's pushing you, if there's weakness, you're going to feel it and you're going to see it.
Definitely
So,
isolating it.
Yeah, so I think all of those that you had on there are awesome. And then also just add in some single leg step downs, some Bulgarian split squats, just single leg things that will really expose a weakness, let you know that it's there, and allow you to work on building that strength and getting it more equal to the other side.
This is why I have him on team. This is why I'm on team, because
Yes.
if there's a gap that that's present, he's able to tell me, hey, look, you need to fill it with this. And it's not
Yes.
just lower body, it's upper body too.
Absolutely.
So if someone's having some shoulder issues or some neck issues, he's going to be like, hey, look, I looked at their history here. You might want to take this out and put this in.
Yeah.
And so I'm just following his lead to make sure that the program is concise and is hitting everything that everybody wants to do.
We absolutely love that. And again, to have just 2 great experts, respectively, in your fields, this is really going to, I believe, benefit the masses as well. No matter what the age, I would imagine there's something that you all can do to accommodate their physical needs as well, and make sure that we're pushing them safely. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being the best that they can be going into the new year. So thank you both so much for joining us today. I know that we've got a couple of seconds. We had a big shout out that we wanted to
Yeah, I
mention.
wanted to tell my dad, happy birthday, Pops. You turned 77. Yeah. Now, the little thing I'm going to let you know, Pops, you're not 77, man. 7 plus 7 is 14, so you're really 14.
There we go.
So you're forever young, man. You're forever young.
And if you got a trainer like Charles, I'm sure he can make you feel like you're 17 in the joints as well. So thank you guys so much. All of the links that we talked about, the training, the early bird special, you can find those on our As Seen on Day to Day page for you to go and learn more and maybe even start that new journey for the new year. Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have a good one.
Yes, Happy New Year to you guys as well.